Hello guys, my name is Ansista. In this video, I would like to focus more on a macro in a CS2. I call this concept Splatoon. If you don't know what I'm referring to a game that calls Splatoon. It's a pretty OG game, and I actually like the game a lot. You know, you kind of like a shooting, these things, and who has it like more colorful, he wins, and stuff like this. And yeah, it's actually a pretty good game. And so I was thinking about that a lot. It's more about like, when you get uh n- when enemies take a space, you're gonna take something back, right? It's not like exactly you're gonna fight them head to head, but you're gonna take a certain different map control that can make you advantage. Now this causes reaggressions, but also not only CT side as always everyone knows, but also this concept can be used on T side as well. So let's start with Anubis. And in Anubis, we obviously gonna start with the classic example, regressing B main. Now, I want to tell you that if you're like beginner or just matchmaking player or whatever, you're not gonna probably understand this. But I'm gonna try to go into more like a basic fundamentals, but it's gonna be more for advanced players. So, on Anubis as a CT, you gonna play 3B most likely. The rotation player will go 3B, with you. So you're probably gonna play like one mid, let's say, and one A. And I'm gonna paint on that so you're gonna understand red colors and blue colors. So red is T and blue is CT, obviously. And so let's say T players, right? They are right here in front of mid. CT is blocking mid so far, but they win some, for example, util clash, and so they will take middle. Now there's really a lot util. CT cannot do anything, then just fall back, get some fights, no kills happens, but Tease has full mid control. They maybe even smoke temple like this. And what is now happening is that they're mostly heavy mid because they probably think that, okay, there are probably two mid, so we need to take it heavy, right? So there's probably like three mid players or something taking it. And so now in this time, they still have B main because like it's Anubis' T side map, but now this support player probably went right here, and he's probably throwing some support flashes for the mid players. So what it means is that you can actually right now reaggress, call as a rotation player, call for your teammates to actually go close B main, and you can actually flash for them, right? I'm gonna delete this, and now you flash for them, and now you take this space. And that's really important because now you don't want to play with the two players. No, you let players to clear it. Okay, you let players to clear it, and one player can just stand here, right? He can stand here, and you have extra space, and one player can focus on. Now, from this point right here, you actually get for free, just because of this Splatoon method, or how you want to call it. You actually gain this control as well, which is so beneficial because now we have more space to work with. But also you get rid of this space, right? Anubis is a really hard map, so still is a bit disadvantage for you because they can still cook a lot, but it's because Anubis is T-side map. So I just want to show you this really easy example at first. Now, other example that is really common is on T-side Mirage. I think Mirage is one of the maps that is sometimes played badly on Faceit, but I can share with you this concept that will definitely help you to understand more T-side and control of the mid round. And so, you just take it normally as a T-side. We talk about T-side now, okay? You take it normally mid, right? Let's say you smoke top gun as well, because you're from under, the guy from under smoke for you top gun and stuff like this, right? You chilling, you take a mid control, you fighting for mid, and now what you want to do is that you take a certain space. Now what you can do is that you can, for example, get on short, flash for a ladder, you can take ladder. This guy can be a ladder, or you can boost in window, right, and stay in window, or he can stay in con, right, with the smoke of con, top con, and just stay there. So that's about it. Now you have this kind of space, right? But again, Splatoon technique. If CTs are pushed out of mid, they probably gonna regress something. So for example, they probably gonna be like, let's say 3 on A, CT AVP, and this ramp player will call flash, CT player, boom, flashing for him, and this guy is having ramp control. So they again have more space to work with. They have a prime, this calls prime position. If Anchor goes into ramp or palace, it calls prime position because he has a big control, he can play retake. He's really annoying for the T's when it comes to post plant, because you know they need to be worried about those things, and you can actually surprise them a lot, right? Now the really important part about this is that the really thing, the duality right here is that if you take mid, you can let one guy stay here inside of con, or stay in window, or stay in ladder, right? And let's say he stays in con, and so now you still have this control, but rest of you, right, rest of the teammates will go back and regroup, for example on A, right, go close ramp. And now look at this, you have more space, right? You have more space, look at this. Imagine if you leave everyone and you regroup all in A. You have nothing, you have zero space to work with. But this guy, you can call it as well like checkpoint guy, right? He's just like a checkpoint right here. He's chilling there and he can make it really annoying and really winnable for you, because he's right here hiding con and can strike in a good on a good timing, right? So when you have like 3 players, I think it's worth it. When you have like 5 players, is like a must pick and like a must choice to do actually. And I think this is actually really good. You can split like this. If for example you gonna take ladder, you can do the same, but you regroup B, right? And this guy can play from short after. So again, I'm going on Anubis. This is just a quick thing. This is with the split thing, right? So for example, when you are pushed on CT side like this, right? You have like a player behind pillar and this guy holding main, and you are getting split, right? You're getting split from camera, you're getting split from a main. Now, if you have an info that there is like 3 players going on, going and pushing you through mid, right? Like 3 players, let's say, or even 4, right? Even 4 players. What you want to do is that instead of fighting them, or instead of giving up fully the A side, you want to tell to your teammate, okay, let's push or let's aggress, depends on the tempo, aim it, right? So you're gonna just go with them and you have pretty much 2v1 fight. And now if you get this skill, which you're probably gonna get, then obviously this guy is dead. And now as you can see, you again take more space. And now you have a better retake because as you can see, you have again more Splatoon. I don't know, however how you want to call it, just more space to work with. And those guys, you know, they're gonna plant for camera, but they need to again take something, right? It's like give, take, give, take, give, take. That's how this game works. So that's the concept that I want to talk about. You can call it Splatoon, you can call it rubber band, you can call it simply just taking and giving. How you want to call it, it's up to you. But that's how this game works, and that's how the really importance of macro and game decisioning works, and that's how the pros are playing. That's how the meta is, right?